Out here, surrounded by wilderness, time doesn't move the way it does in the world we left behind.
I hear so many people talk about how they get so much done in their morning routine and how they go out and feed the animals and are so busy in the mornings. Well, my favourite routine is making a hot cup of coffee or tea and jumping back into bed and staying warm for a while.
The mornings are still veiled in fog, that thick blanket that wraps the world in quiet.
I can see outside the birds playing and the beautiful bird song. Such a nice, slow, peaceful start to the morning.
We gather what we can from the land. Fresh eggs from the chickens, still warm in the hand. Kale and parsley from the garden, crisp with the morning dew. We've learned to make do with what we have. Lately we've taken to making frittata, a simple meal that feels like a celebration of all that we've built out here. The sizzle of the eggs in the pan, the bright green of the kale, the scent of the fresh herbs filling the air. It's a small ritual, something to look forward to as we start the day. Our red spinach is coming back again, and our parsley is thriving.
Today we take down the old green tree protectors. We put them there about a year or two ago when we planted the tree seedlings, but they haven't stopped the kangaroos from nibbling away. So we've run out of chicken wire for now, so we had to get creative. We've unpicked our old chicken feed bags, thinking they might be large enough to keep the roos at a distance. For now, we'll rely on what we have and hope it's enough. And if it isn't, we'll just adjust like we always do.
The roos don't care about our plans. They're just following their instincts, grazing where they please. I hope it works. The bags are bigger, sturdier, and maybe that will be enough to keep the kangaroos off. But I can't help but worry if the trees are going to get enough sunlight behind these bags. This life, this solitude, it's grounding in a way that's hard to put into words. Out here with nothing but the earth beneath me and the sky above, I feel connected to something bigger. The land has a way of making you feel small, insignificant even, but in that smallness there's a peace. You start to realise how little you really need. The warmth of the sun on my skin, the cold breeze in my hair. These are the things that matter. Everything else fades away. We exist on a 4 billion year old rock, floating in the vastness of space. You and I held in place by an invisible force, surrounded by 8 billion others. Yet here in this quiet corner of the world, everything feels so much more intimate. Speaking of rocks, we had another task on the to-do list. We set out on our property, searching for rocks to build up another garden bed. The land is scattered with granite boulders, some so large they seem like they've been here since the beginning of time. There's something about working with what the earth has given us, gathering rocks that have weathered countless seasons and using them to cradle new life. The granite feels ancient under our hands, a reminder that while we're building something here, the land has its own slow, steady rhythm. We're just part of it, shaping our little piece of it, one stone at a time. Something different is in the air, a quiet whisper of change, and the days are stretching out, sun lingering just a little longer. But the mornings and evenings still cling to that bite of cold, crisp enough to remind me that winter hasn't fully let go yet. Hopefully this will make a nice little veggie garden for us. Eli's friends are coming camping soon, so we've been scouting for a good spot for a campsite. I watch the kangaroos, their soft eyes, the slow movement of their jaws as they graze on the grass. They don't mind us, don't mind that we're part of this landscape now. Every single thing around us is a masterpiece, created with such precision that we'll never fully comprehend its depth. We're made of the same elements as the trees, the earth beneath our feet, and the stars above our heads. We're part of the same ancient story, just shaped differently, uniquely magnificent. We mowed a track up to the campsite. Hopefully it'll be a good spot for them. Hey, maybe we can make our own hay bales out of this mowed grass. What do you think? Another thing we need to do is split up this wood, but Paul has to head into town to pick up a larger gas bottle for us. The smaller ones have been enough to get by, but there've been too many times when the hot water has run out mid-shower, especially now with the mornings still crisp and evenings carrying that lingering bite of cold. It's nice to have a bit of warmth to the start or the end of the day. Our neighbours' cows don't seem very happy with Paul though. What are you meant to say to an angry cow? Where's that mowed grass when you need it? Well, he got past the angry mob of cows all right. This bigger gas bottle should help making those sudden cold showers a little less frequent. Of course, when summer rolls around, the need for hot water will fade. We'll welcome the cold showers then, relief from the heat that settles into the land. But for now, that little bit of warmth makes all the difference. This bottle weighs 120 kilos, I think. It's a heavy one. The land is waking up, shaking off the cold, and I can't help but feeling a little anticipation of what this season will bring. Mostly, I'm eager to grow our food directly in the earth, to watch the garden come alive again, nourished by the warmth of the sun. Out here, the seasons guide everything we do. And with spring almost upon us, there's a sense of renewal, a chance to start afresh and to grow and to thrive. Well, Paul got it off the truck. Now he's bought a couple of pavers as well to go underneath it to keep it sitting flat. We'll just need to level out the ground a little bit to make sure the paver can go down nice and even. One of the amazing things about this YouTube video, folks, is that it's actually fully monetized. it's taken us this long to get to this stage, to get 1,000 subscribers. So I just wanted to say thank you so much to those people that have supported us all the way along. I started out making YouTube videos about hand making soap actually, as a way to cope with the fact that our daughter died, and it was a way for me to do something constructive, but more importantly, it became a way to talk about and process my grief. I never expected anyone to actually watch, aside from close friends and family, but this channel has grown in ways that I never imagined. And now that I can actually tell my dad that I'm working when I'm just filming us living out here in the wilderness, he'll be happy about that. But I'm still in disbelief, and I'm so incredibly grateful for all the beautiful comments that I have received over the years. I've only ever had about 3 comments that weren't nice, and I just wanted to shout out to all the people that have been gentle with me over the years. I really do pay attention to how their words bloom into blossoms when they speak. They plant entire gardens with the softness of their hearts, nurturing kindness in a world that can be so harsh. And their presence is just like soft spring breeze after a long winter, gentle but full of life. I think it's important that we don't hide our scars. Our scars are not signs of weakness, but of strength, and they're evidence of wounds that have healed, of past that has been endured. And that pain endured is a testament to life fully lived, a soul on fire for things like grace, love, and the strength to overcome. Each mark telling a story of resilience and courage. One of our work colleagues actually gave us this old twin tub washing machine, so that's been really helpful. It's a bit of extra work and it's very old school, but it's really good with the water and power. So after Paul ends up cracking one paver by hammering it too hard, we were able to connect up the gas bottle and get it going for the showers and the hot water, which was fantastic. Paul has taken some spare offcuts of corrugated iron from the outhouse build and set to work on the chook house roof. The new roof will be stronger, able to withstand the wind and rain that beats down on this land. Bit by bit, we're keeping things together, making sure that even the smallest of our little family is well taken care of. The old one has seen better days, slowly rotting away until cracks and holes let the wind and the rain through. Out here, everything we build has to stand up to the elements, and when something starts to break down, it's a reminder of the wear and tear that this rugged life brings. We'll find a way, as we always do, to patch things up and keep going. The chooks need a sturdy roof over their heads, and soon they'll have it. It's time to give our chooks the shelter they deserve. It's another example of how we reuse and repurpose everything we can out here. Nothing goes to waste if it can be put to good use. The change of season has arrived, almost as if it happened overnight. One day the world still feels gripped by winter's chill, and the next, spring bursts into life. I can feel it in the air, softer, warmer. The layers I've wrapped around myself for months are no longer needed, and we've even had a few nights without the fire. There is still a chance of frost, the way it sneaks in overnight, frosting the world in a silvery glaze, but I find myself savouring the afternoons. The sun sinks beneath the granite hills, casting long shadows across the earth, and I can feel the shift inside me, something settling as the sky turns to gold. We're only here for a brief moment, just a heartbeat in the timeline of this earth. So let's leave behind love, live with gratitude, and look at everything with wonder.